Here with Easton Emery of Denison Boys Golf. Easton, you are the champion of the 2023 Mustang Invitational. Fired a 74 today. Just give me your overall thoughts on that performance.
Really good. I'm proud of how I shot. Wedge game was just clicking, and then everything else started to click.
What were some of the main things that you were able to do well, especially there on that back nine shooting a 36?
My wedge game was really good, and then my driving really clicked on that back nine.
Talk about, it was warm, it was windy today. Just kind of talk about how you were able to handle that.
Yeah, wind's always tough. It's nice that it was finally warm. Nice day. Wind, you just gotta play it and hope for the best.
What were some of the main challenges that this course kind of presented to you?
They had some thick rough sometimes, some places, and there were some tough pins to get to, and some greens that you can't see off your second shot that were really tough, but really nice course.
As you move forward in the season, what are some of the main things that you're going to work on?
Definitely being a lot more consistent with the driver. Putting always can improve, and just be really consistent.
Obviously, it's still really early in the season, but this is a heck of a round for the first 2 weeks of April. So just kind of talk about what are your goals moving forward?
Obviously, make state and hopefully win the Hawkeye 10.
All right, Easton. Well, congratulations on the performance today. Thanks for the time. Here with Hayden Thompson of Sydney Golf. Hayden, overall runner-up today with a 75, really solid round. Just kind of walk me through your thoughts on the day as a whole.
It was pretty windy, so had to keep the ball low. And putting wasn't the best, so had to make sure I stuck it in there.
You're not the first that I've heard complain about missing putts today. What were some of the challenges that those greens presented?
I think they just aerated them, so they really got some holes in them. Yeah, it was just rough.
Talk about, what were some of the things that were working well for you?
Irons. I hit my irons really well. I stuck them to like 10 feet on mainly every hole.
You mentioned it was windy, pretty warm out there today. Just kind of talk about your strategy coming in, how you were able to handle that.
Well, some holes I tried to hit it low because it was in against the wind, and then other holes I just tried to rip it because it was helping.
And then, moving forward, what are some of the main things you're going to work on?
Definitely putting and getting up and down.
Obviously, it feels like the sky's the limit for you, especially your age. So just kind of talk about the goals for this season. What are those for you?
The end goal is make it state.
All right, fair enough. Well, Hayden, thanks for the time. Congrats on. Here with Jacob Scott of Maryville Boys Golf. Jacob, you are the top finisher on the championship team today, firing a 77, good for 7th place overall. Just gotta give me your overall thoughts on the day.
Yeah, I felt like it was a little tough. I felt like I didn't have my stuff. Shooting a 77, I had a lot of putts inside 8 and 5 feet that, I felt like I should have had, and that kind of just costed me today.
What was working for you, though?
I'd say by pitching and chipping, I chipped it within the 5 and 8 foot range, which, you're not going to make them all, but that kind of was in that zone that you should have made.
Talk about, it was obviously windy, pretty warm today. How were you able to handle that?
Yeah, I laid up a lot off the tee, especially I didn't feel comfortable with the driver hitting a fade, especially with a lot of the OB being on the right side and the wind left to right. So I just kind of laid back and just hoping for a lot of the par 5s or 3-shot holes today.
What were some of the main challenges this course presented to you?
I haven't played here a lot, only the last couple of years. So I think just navigating that and not knowing really to miss it a lot of the time. I probably could have been a little more aggressive today, knowing a lot of the par 5s a little more. Just, where to miss it and whatnot.
Moving forward, what are some of the things you want to work on?
After today, I really want to work on my putting a little more. Especially those knock-ins knee knockers about 5 foot and in. So,
all right, Jacob. Well, congrats on the performance today, and congrats on the team title.
Thank you.
Here's Coach Brenda Ricks of Maryville's Boys Golf. Coach, team title for you today. Pretty solid performance from all your guys. Just kind of talk about your overall thoughts on the day as a whole.
I'm just very well pleased. I mean, to get 3 scores in the 70s. And then we had that 84 come in. They were just real solid. All of them were complaining about missing putts here and there. But I told them, you're playing golf. So, no, I'm just very proud of the boys.
It was really windy and warm today. What was kind of the message to your guys coming into the day?
Think about what we've been playing in. We've had gale force wind up in Maryville for a couple of matches. We've had the cold, and it's so just enjoy this day. I mean, because this is a beautiful day, the sun's shining. Yes, it's windy, but I mean, it's not cold. So, I mean, just enjoy it, you know, and just go to the next shot if you have a bad shot.
Talk about Jacob's performance. Obviously, like you said, 3 scores in the 70s, but Jacob was the lowest of those with a 77. Just talk about what you saw from him today.
I just saw, I mean, he just kept his composure. You know, the 6 inches between our ears are probably the most important part of the game. And so he just pulled that off. We have 7 that's vying for the top 5 positions. So I can say that every one of them are working very hard to get here. So Jacob along with his brother Ethan, they're just all working so hard. I mean, they're working on their short game. You know, they're not just going out and playing, they're working on their game. So that's a result. I mean, I see results right here.
Moving forward, I have to imagine this is probably a sign of things to come for you guys this season. What are some of the goals you guys have for the rest of the year?
Win districts. We have Bishop LeBlond, who's won districts for several years. So we'd like to sneak in on them, and if we play as solid as we did today, we've got a good chance. They're a very strong, solid team. We're Class 3, and they're right there with us because of having won so many times. So we want to win districts and want to win our conference because they're in our conference too.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the performance today, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.